really think it's been that long.
This is actually, you need to get one of these. Look, you put your schedule.
She's funny. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day.
What's up?
You're here with Jermaine Kapombe, Coach K. I'm here with my partner in crime, Coach C. And it's always great to be with Coach C. So we get a lot of work done. We have a lot of fun working. I always enjoy working with her. So where we at? Where we at today, bro? Where we at?
We at Panera. Just don't put it live. We got a lot of haters, you know. I'm just kidding. You got that.
We at Panera Bread in Waldo. And just having fun.
We're just having a blast out here.
So hopefully you get more Coach C on Inspiring Line Through Sports Network that I'm building right now. Yes.
Yeah, man. Inspiring lives through sports.
Yes, I am the master creator behind the scenes. Yes. We'll continue to grow. I'm also working on a book. I do have a book coming out. A manual? It's a manual.
Yeah.
A manual that I want to bring up with my 8 steps to mentorship. So look out for that 8 steps to mentorship.
Yes.
I wanted to put it in the book, but the book won't take me a little longer. So my focus, let me get the manual out. So I'm going to get the manual. All the kids, all the parents need these 8 steps to mentorship. Schools need these 8 steps to mentorship.
Yes.
Churches, you need these 8 steps to mentorship. Because as much as parenting is important, I think mentorship, man, it might be, because as a parent, you already doing mentorship. You just don't really know it.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing mentorship. Mentorship means you're closely working with your children, your mentee, your children to really mentor them into the things that you want them to do. So,
I recommend your 8 Steps to Mentorship. It's going to be like a quick read. However, there is substantially important information in there.
It's so basic and simple, right? You know what step 1 is? Step 1 is, which of course, if you ever looked at it, but step 1 is pretty much, you got to be a role model. That's as basic as that, right?
Yeah, but it's substantial. It's substantial. It's information that people don't really think of.
Right, and it's foundational and it's basic.
Foundational, and they need to think of it so that they can have a core program.
You got to think of it, because when you're a role model, right? Everybody's a role model. Parents, you're a role model to your kids.
And if you're not doing those 8 steps, then people don't have a strong foundation if they're not doing those 8 steps.
But there's no structure. You need structure. Right? It's like
that's a core right there. That's core.
It is, because like you building a house, you need to have a strong structure when you're building a house.
Structure is everything.
It's everything.
And God even shows us in the Bible how structure, because even when he's telling, I think the Israelites how to freaking make the big church,
right,
he is very specific about the structure of the building. Because I was like, why is the Bible going on and on? But then I was like, God is showing me he wants to be specific and give us a foundation for structure.
He wants it to be exactly how he wants it to be.
Oh my God, I got chills.
It's real though. I don't want it to be a little bit off.
He doesn't.
Exactly.
Because I always thought, why is he going on and on about 2 cubits high, 3 cubits high? It's because he cares about the structure of the building, of the organization.
And he's perfect. So he's perfect. So he's all about perfection.
He's all about the perfection.
So we're trying to work towards perfection, right? So structure is everything. So this 8 steps to mentorship, guys, Inspiring Line Through Sports, how I work with the kids, how I train the kids. It keeps me in check. It keeps me in check. You need to be checked.
Yes.
As a coach, as a parent, you have to know how to check yourself. One of the ways I learned how to check myself was when I first started training my kids. When I was getting to be too hard on them, trying to make them just do too much. Well, I know I was trying to be too hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like you're doing too much. And I had to check myself and be like, you know what? Why am I trying to force my kid, for example, to do too much in one day when we got
you know what causes that, though? You know what causes that? Parents' pressure. The pressure of parents makes us as coaches, sometimes we gotta feel like we gotta be a certain way, and we don't. We have to be able to do these 8 steps, and because we have to have a foundation, and we know what we're doing.
This pre-podcast right here.
Yes.
This pre-podcast.
But we don't have our podcast equipment.
We don't need it today. We warm
because it's at the library.
Well, it's not the library. Well, we have some of them. Well, I have the other ones that we have. The old one we had before. because Coach, we